The morality of labor strikes, a refusal to work organized by a body of employees as a form of protest, typically in an attempt to gain a concession or concessions from their employer. Types of strike: economic strikes, or primary, secondary, partial, intended to resolve a bargaining impasse, can only occur in connection with contra-negotiations. Unfair labor practice strike. Purpose is to force the employer to cease committing what the union believes to be unfair labor practices. It may or may not occur during negotiations. Sympathetic strike. When workers of one unit or industry go on strike in sympathy with workers of another unit or industry who are already on strike, it is called a sympathetic strike. General strike. It means a strike by members of all or most of the unions in a region or industry. It may be a strike of all the workers in a particular region of industry to force demands common to all the workers. Sit-down strike. In this case, workers do not absent themselves from their place of work when they are on strike. They keep control over production facilities but do not work. Such a strike is also known as pen down or tool down strike. Slow down strike. Go slow is yet another form of industrial protest in which workmen do not stop the work but deliberately slow down the process of production in order to cause loss of production to the employer. Hunger strike. In this form of industrial protest, workmen resort to fasting near the workplace in order to demand the employer to redress their grievances. Wildcat strikes. These strikes are conducted by workers or employees without the authority and consent of unions. Whistleblowing. A whistleblower is a person, often an employee, who reveals information about activity within a private or public organization that is deemed illegal, immoral, unsafe, and fraudulent. Whistleblowers can use a variety of internal and external channels to communicate information or allegations. There are two kinds of whistleblowing. Internal whistleblowing happens when the employee reports company misconduct to another person within the organization. External whistleblowing is the practice of reporting a business misconduct or corruption to an outside source such as the police, a legal firm, or the media.